Hi Taurus, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be channeling messages focusing on what was left unsaid by your no contact ex. Now down below in the description box you will see two links. The first is for my Patreon. If you are interested in exclusive bonus content not seen here on my YouTube channel, you can join me on my Patreon and I have affordable links there. For those of you who are interested in learning more about me, my credentials, my client testimonials, or if you are interested in a private one-to-one reading, take a look down below in my description box and click on my Paths of Healing website. For those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Alexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader, and my credentials can be found on my Paths of Healing website. For my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to our channel. I greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to give me that thumbs up, to like, share, and subscribe so that I can continue to bring you these channeled messages. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you are aware whenever I go live, which usually is on the weekend, and I'll give you messages here for the week ahead. Or for those of you who are interested in finding out what new content is being uploaded. So don't forget, click on that notification bell. All right, Taurus, whether your ex was an ex-partner, ex-connection, ex-spouse, these messages are for no contact ex. All right, so let's take a look here, Taurus. What did your no contact ex leave unsaid? What was left unsaid by your no contact ex? What was left unsaid by Taurus's no contact ex? Now, whether you are a Taurus sun, moon, rising, or Venus, then these messages are for you. Let's see here. It says transmission. Okay. Now, what's interesting here, it says spreading of condition, influence, impact. And what I'm feeling here, Taurus, is that this person felt, first of all, this person, your no contact ex, may have felt an intuitive connection towards you. Okay, so that's number one. The next message that I'm getting here, Taurus, is what they may have left unsaid is that they may have either I'm feeling a third party situation. This may not be for everyone. But there's this feeling here like there was someone extra or something extra here in this connection that they had with you. And either A, you didn't know about someone trying to contact them or contacting them or them contacting someone else, or there may have been here an ex, okay? There may have been here some type of external either factor, meaning situation, circumstance, event, okay? It could be the third party, could be work, it could be the lack of time, it could be that they were tired, it could be many things. Or this was internal, meaning that there was a situation here that they were keeping hidden. They didn't talk about either an ex or someone from the outside trying to meddle here in their connection with you, okay? But I am getting for some of you here that you're no contact ex. There was some connection here with someone. Now that someone could be an ex that they had, but the someone could be a family, a friend. Okay, someone that was like, I'm getting here like gossip, like talking in their ear about something, like putting little seeds of doubt in their head here, okay? And I feel here that that was something that they may not have shared with you, all right? I'm getting here like extra company, like more people involved here. So again, it could be a third party, or it could be here influenced. They were influenced by their peers, their friends, their family, their siblings, someone who was jealous from the outside. You know what I mean? That's how I'm getting the message here that's coming through for this no contact ex. It was some sense of influence. Either they were influenced by an external situation or they were influenced by their own self-sabotaging thoughts or fears and limited beliefs, like their shadow self, okay? Like that part of them that they kept thinking about something and creating scenarios and storylines here that in their mind was true for them, okay? And that may have been here what was left unsaid, all right? All right, let's take a look here. Now, what's interesting is that, and I'm looking here, I mean, I don't know if you guys could see it, but there is this, like, it looks like a mouse here. And what's interesting is that in the Lenormand deck, which sometimes I do use here, let me see if I have it handy here. The Lenormand deck, yep, the rat or the mouse symbolizes issues that are just eating away slowly. So to me, intuitively, this is coming across as someone who may have been saying something to them in their ear, like putting seeds of doubt little by little, you know, whether it was their family, their friends. Look at this. See, this is what I'm talking about here. This is the card that I'm seeing clairvoyantly here. That's the message for this. There was someone here that through time was little by little trying to change their mind, trying to influence this connection that they had with you. And for some of them, if this was not the external force, this was internal, their own worries, their own self-sabotaging thoughts or fears, their own frustration, their own issues and problems and stress that they either left unsaid or may have said something but didn't really get to the depth of how deep this situation may have been in their mind or in their perception. All right, Taurus, let's take a look here. Yep, opposition. What did I say? Look, again, two people here. Talk about validation, confirmation. Taurus, like I said before, this no contact X, there was an external person or an internal situation that was creating conflict here. Okay, and that may have been something they didn't share with you, or if they did share it with you, they didn't share the extent of how deep this type of influence was impacting their connection with you. Now, again, this could be an ex-spouse that they had a prior connection, an ex-partner, maybe someone that they had kids with, you know, and, you know, they've gone their separate ways and then they got in a connection with you. But there's something here as a third party, a third energy, a third person for some of them, okay? And it's like they were trying to put seeds into this person's head so they can see different viewpoint, like an opposition. They were creating some type of conflict or creating some type of disharmony with things that were being said, done, or kind of like trying to lead your no contact X here in a different, give them a different perception here, okay? I feel here, if you felt that there were times here where there's no contact X may have felt a little bit distant and isolated. It was one or two things. Like I said, it was either their internal thoughts, okay, their own self-sabotaging beliefs, their own limited beliefs, their own insecurities, you know, feeling of inadequate with themselves, or here an external person kind of adding fuel to a fire here that was not necessary for someone to stick their nose in. Okay, and that's how it's coming across here. Now let's take a look. I mean, literally two cards back to back. This card, again, two people. This card, three people, three things. One, two, three, but two people, and again, the disagreement. And if you look here, granted, this wasn't a deck that I was using for this deck, but this is what came to mind here with this. Again, three mice here. So I'm getting this third energy or third person here being a factor here that they did not share with you or did not really go deeply into giving you this information, right? And that's how it's coming across here. Look at this. First, I'm going to talk about the true love in a minute, but look at this number here. This is the number 3. Again, I said it from the top of the reading here. third party situation here in some way, shape, or form, whether external or internal. Okay. In opposition, again, there's the number 3. Again, 3 items here, 3 mice here. I'm getting a lot of 3s here. And interesting, the number 23, again, another 3. I'm getting 3 here. Okay, so this is very interesting. Now, what they didn't share with you, Taurus, what was left unsaid is, regardless of how either the person, situation, circumstance, or event was trying to create friction here, okay, and they didn't tell you, underneath all of that, there was true love here for you. Underneath all of what may have seen as a situation, they were kind of like really conflicted here, because their thoughts were going in one direction. Again, whether it was internal or external conflicts here, their thoughts were going in one direction, but their heart kept coming back to you, Taurus. And that may have been this kind of distance that you may have felt at times, or that you may have seen at times, or that you saw with your third eye. Like energetically, you would feel this person was like disconnected, even though they were present. Okay. And this is how it's coming across, because I'm getting like this tug of war here between their mind and their heart. All right. Yeah. Look at this. There's this feeling here of feeling alienated as well, and they may not have shared that with you. There was a sense of getting so far in their thoughts that they isolated themselves, or disconnected or disengaged, whether mentally or emotionally, from this connection. And that is the reason why, like what I just said a little while ago, that's how it's coming across. Okay, that they did that because of this situation. I mean, I'm telling you, Taurus, you were the one for this person. This person may not have said that to you, or you may have doubted it, but this person truly wanted someone like you to have a connection with. And I feel here, Taurus, that this person, there's a lot having to do with a third. Yeah, look at this, forgiveness. I mean, there's something having to do here with something else. Okay, because it wasn't their emotions. They were emotionally invested in this connection. Okay, Taurus, they wanted you to be the one. They thought that this relationship was going to be the one. And it says here, very soon your true love will arrive. They were like, you know what, Taurus is the one. They check off the things that I've been wanting, wishing, wanting, visualizing, hoping, and all of that in regards to a relationship here. The problem here, again, forgiveness. Either A, they allowed their pride and their self-centeredness, okay? They didn't want to admit that maybe you were right in what you were experiencing and what you were feeling and what you were seeing. They couldn't take the courage to either ask for forgiveness or make amends about something here. And I feel here that a lot, for some of them here, what's coming across as like this sense of burden on their soul now is the fact that they didn't allow their pride to step out of the way. They didn't allow their ego to be pushed back, and for them to truly be kind of vulnerable and open. It says, allow healing waters to wash away the pain of the past. Okay? And they may have been too caught up in their own situation or drama, in their own thoughts, in their own whether third party situation, or whether their own internal self-doubt here, to have realized that there were mistakes being made here. Okay. So very interesting, very deep here, Taurus. Let's take a look at the last message here. Bubble up. They bottled all this up. That's what this is telling me here. They bottled up what they felt, what they thought, and their intuitive connection. They bottled up how much they loved you. They didn't share that with you. Or at least they didn't get to explain how deep, how deep they were madly in love with you. And I feel here it has a lot to do with their inability to either apologize or their inability to be vulnerable in this connection. And you may have been in their book, okay, the one that got away. Taurus, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to click here on the Lexa logo tarot, on the Lexa Tarot logo to be part of the Lexa Tarot family. I have more information here and here. And don't forget to join me on Patreon. Bye-bye.